Good morning, Long Island. Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas Eve. We're here for our last show of the. Well, actually, I think we're going to be doing one on New Year's Eve as well. But good morning to everybody, and he's back. A lot of people saw him in pictures in Arizona. Why is he on the live stream? He's back here, ready to say hello one more time. Here he is. Oh, hold on, wait a second. Wait. Fake news.
You hit the wrong
Do
button.
it.
You hit the wrong button on the damn switcher.
I hit the FTB button because I thought it said FJB. I got so excited.
As if it's time. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy to be back. I missed everyone. I was a little under the weather and wanted to feel.
Are you speaking into the microphone?
Yeah, I'm speaking into the microphone.
Oh, it doesn't sound like you're speaking into the microphone. Is it not? Yeah, go now.
Can everyone hear me?
Oh, that's a lot better.
There we go.
I hear you a lot better now.
All right. Well, I missed everybody.
Through my head.
Good. It's good to be back. Good to be back.
To me, it still doesn't sound like I hear you too well, but okay, I guess it's okay.
I guess they can hear me.
It doesn't look like it, though.
Well, you stop talking. Let me see if I'm coming up. I'm coming up on the thing.
I guess you're coming up. Can everybody hear Kevin?
Yes, Barry.
Barry says he could hear Kevin. If Barry says he could hear you, then you could hear you. All right, well, good morning to everybody. A Merry Christmas Eve. And you know what? It snowed. It finally snowed. It is 28 degrees. It's a beautiful morning. It snowed. I'm happy. I wrote America First in the snow. See, it says Kevin is too low. So why don't we figure this out? Why is that happening? Why would Kevin be too low? Your gains are up. That's why. Now you should be good.
Is that better, everyone?
Oh, that's much better. I can already tell because it's in my ear and making me mad.
Oh, I can't wait to get to this story. Everyone. So we're going to have a little bit of fun today. We're going to have fun. Rand Paul put out his waste report of all the crap we've spent money on for no reason whatsoever.
Yep, the waste report's a lot of fun.
And Mediaite, they put out their 2021 most influential people in media. And we're going to go over the top 15 because, quite frankly, it's hilarious.
Quite frankly,
it's hilarious because I don't know who made this list. But apparently, they spend a lot of time inside of airports because they're the only people that watch Don Lemon. But, yeah, we're going to have a good time today. And we're going to talk a little Christmas stuff.
Yes.
We're going to get a little silly.
Towards the end. Towards the end, we'll have some fun because it's always good to have fun. So a little bit of a silly show. Anyway, I had the opportunity on Wednesday to talk about Turning Point, but Kevin didn't get a chance to talk about what your favorite parts of Turning Point was. Why don't you drink that coffee first? This is why you're not all over the. No, we had a great time at Turning Point, so why don't you tell everybody about your stuff?
Turning Point, CPAC, all these sorts of events like that. They're it's cool to run into people like Tucker and Kaylee and Kyle Rittenhouse. That was pretty cool. Who's like a lot bigger than I thought.
Yeah, take one picture with Kyle.
He's like very broad.
Take one picture with Kyle Rittenhouse, and the left is all over your stuff. Oh my God! You think he's a hero?
Oh my God! I have been casually asked to not attend a certain Christmas event due to that picture. So thank you, Kyle Rittenhouse, because I didn't want to go in the first goddamn place. But more than that, it's about being around the B and C level people. If Tucker's an A, Kayleigh McEnany's an A, Seb Gorka is an A. Being around all like the social media influencers, Elijah Schaefer and people like that, just getting a real feel for what people are up to. Hanging out with the Veritas guys, the whole team at Veritas is
they're so much fun.
They're so much fun, especially when they let loose. But for anyone who hasn't been to one of these conventions, if you can make it. CPAC Orlando in
February 24th.
February 24th, we'll be down there.
We will.
Come down. It's a good time. First off, it's February in Miami. February in Orlando, so you can avoid the bone chilling, like where your toes fall off.
Time out. What's wrong with that?
You guys have snow. PA does not. It's not snowing in Pennsylvania.
I guess not. Well,
Sorry.
It's snowing in New York. It snowed in Long Island. But hey, what's wrong with your freezing off? What's wrong with that?
The director is in the house.
Barry's the director.
What the hell does that mean?
Because Barry's the director.
Oh.
Barry directs us from the chat.
Oh, he does. Okay. Yeah. No. So if you guys haven't been to one of these conventions, I strongly urge you guys go. It's a good time. You're going to meet awesome people, see awesome things. Really get a feel for the people that you see on television. You know, they're all real people.
They are real people.
You know, they're not. Tucker is exactly the same off camera as he is on camera. He's got that quick 3-hit laugh. You know, he does that in real life. Kaylee is just as gorgeous in person as she is on television.
Confirmed.
My not so secret crush.
Confirmed.
But, you know, it's a lot of fun. You guys should come down.
Yeah, we had a good time. Again, it was a fun couple days. We were hanging out with a lot of your favorite people, and more than what the pictures showed. Louis Gohmert.
Louis Gohmert
was so much fun. You know, and just a bunch of those guys that we were, hanging out with Elijah Schaefer in the elevator. I mean, just riding the elevator with these people, and then some people, oh my God, I follow you. Yeah, you do. So it was a great time, though. I loved it. It was a lot of fun, and I talked about it last episode, and Kevin wasn't here, so.
What's really fun, frankly, is a couple friends of ours have a friend that is also internet famous. And watching them experience what I have to experience every single day of my life. Like, you're almost on the escalator, you're almost there. Oh my God, you're Captain Deplorable. Oh, do the voice, man. Oh, holy crap. Oh, if I had to hear that stupid voice one more time.
Well, it happened all day.
It was
happening everywhere.
You couldn't get out of the damn room.
I couldn't. It's true. I was downstairs. We went down to eat with those guys from Georgia, with Mike and Brandon, actually. And remember the freaking server was like, oh, wait a second. I saw you last night when you were down there getting chicken fingers. I didn't know if it was you or not, but now I know it is. And I'm like, okay. It's so much fun. I mean, it's funny for me.
Well, you would think, you're this internet famous, you might be able to score us a couple free drinks. But
oh, listen. Oh, don't start.
Oh, I'm starting.
Don't start.
Oh, I'm starting.
You're not starting.
Oh, I'm starting. Oh, you're so internet famous. You're on TikTok. Oh, but you can't give me a free goddamn beer. Not one.
Oh, man, I'm coughing up a storm. I got the Omicron variant.
Oh, I absolutely do too. I slept for about 20 hours yesterday.
I slept for like maybe 15 last night. I fell asleep at 9. I woke up at 6. So I don't know if that's 15 hours or not, but that's something else. That's a 9-hour. That's a 9 hour. Might as well be 15. I usually get a solid 3. So So 3 times the amount of 9. That's whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just spitting words out here at this point. But we're having fun. You can see we're having fun this morning. Listen, the waste report is out, and I posted a little bit about it yesterday. Excuse me, this is what I need because I don't feel that well. Bang. Maybe
you should be a product advertiser.
Crackhead on the loose. Last seen smoking crystal meth out of a Pepsi can. One of the best. One of the best. Funny. Bob Menery, so funny. But I have the waste report. It's Rand Paul's waste report. I'm going to see if I can throw it on the screen for you for a second. It's going to cover half of my big, beautiful face, which apparently I look like Don Jr. What do you think about that?
You don't.
I apparently look like Don. Wait, stay right there.
Don't look like Don Jr.
I do look like Don Jr. apparently.
You know what? I can deal with the Bradley Cooper thing because, I don't know, he looks like a crackhead in some movies, but you just don't look like Don Jr.
This is what someone told me on TikTok. Oh, you actually look like Don Jr.
You don't.
So I sent that out to everybody, and they quickly shot that one down.
You see? Nope. There you go. Join those.
No. Oh, she spelled nope wrong. Nope is actually spelled with a W. That's our worst welcome.
What the hell does that mean?
That's the world's well-kept secret. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you when you're older. Anyway, we have the waste report. The waste report's out, and it's hilarious. It's Rand Paul does this every year. For those of you who've watched Seinfeld, you know about Festivus. So that's always on the 23rd of December. And Kevin's a big Seinfeld fan. Oh, yeah. But I have the waste report. Come on, I have the waste report here, and it's so funny. So I'm going to go over some of my favorite examples of government waste today. And it's going to be an enjoyable experience, I think, for everybody when you find out exactly where your tax dollars are going. So we have here our 52 billion. That's with a B. Billion with a B. 598 million. 515,585 dollars of government waste, and it's probably more than that. It's probably more than that. And there are numbers and there are things that are in here. You saw it when I popped it on the screen briefly, that there are a lot of examples of just money being spent every which way, and none of it is where we are told it's getting spent. And yet we're not surprised by this. I don't think anybody is shocked by what we find in the waste report, but we will go over it now. The chat's all jacked up. The chat is all jacked up on the screen. I'm not sure what the heck happened now, but we have. I got the waste report right here. So one of my favorites here is a COVID relief grant for New York City to display art projects across the city. COVID relief, 25 million taxpayer dollars. That's nice, right?
No. That's not my favorite.
That's one of my favorites. It's one of my first ones.
My
favorite. There's some Afghanistan stuff on there.
My favorite is $400 million to plant trees in New York City. Where are you putting $400 million worth of trees in Manhattan? Where? First off, all you gotta do is throw seeds on the floor. Shouldn't they just grow on their own? Isn't that what plants do? They just put that shit everywhere. Here we go. $400 million?
$400 million of trees in...
$400 million worth of trees.
What else you got here? I see free trips for Korean kids to visit D.C. $150,000. It's not a lot, but it's still, that's a lot. It's still money.
Yeah.
What could we have done with $150,000? Donate that to a charity to help veterans maybe not kill themselves. It'd be nice.
Wait a minute. That's not real.
What?
$465,000 to watch pigeons play slot machines. Okay, first off, I'm going to be honest. Money well spent. I need to watch pigeons play slot machines.
Pigeons playing slot machines, 400. Is there a pigeon in the house? But you have 400. So what's that? $400,000.
Joey goes a tree grows in Brooklyn.
Here's a good one. $2.5 million. There's $500,000 developing a film about dinosaurs to inspire middle schoolers. I think there was a movie about that already. It was called The Land Before Time, way back in the day, an animated movie.
Wait a minute. $11.3 million to tell people not to burn their trash? Wait, time out a minute. $11.3 million to tell people not to burn trash. Guys, don't burn your trash. I just did it for free. 11.
Well, that was last year. I think there was $50 million that they spent doing gender studies in Pakistan. And I was like, wait a minute, gender studies in Pakistan, we just do this. There's two, okay? Everybody at the same time, look down and kind of do one of these little, see what's going on. If there's something hanging there, you're a man. And if there's not, you're a woman. And I just did $53 million worth of work.
You know what? Put that back up. I saw something about constructing border walls.
Oh, well, that was my favorite one. I was the first one I posted yesterday on Twitter when I was going through all these, the border walls, which walls are supposed to be racist. Constructing border walls in the Middle East and North Africa. What's the number on that, Kevin? $250 million.
I could think of a way to better spend $250 million. The Mets could get a third baseman. We could take down all the walls in the Middle East and North Africa, and the Mets could get a third baseman.
Oh.
And a relatively good one. I'll take Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, he's great.
I'll take any of them. Let's see. We got some giving irrigation systems. The camera's in the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Giving irrigation systems to Afghan farmers. $88 million.
Giving irrigation systems to Afghan. There's a lot of money that looks like we spent in Afghanistan, and
$5 million getting high school students excited about being airline pilots. Are you kidding me?
Oh, this is great.
First off, why would you be excited about being a pilot these days? Have you seen some of the stewardesses?
And not just that, have you seen some of the people on those planes? I was sitting next to a lady. She smelled like onions on the way home.
Oh, I swear to God. I was
My God.
I was so excited about this. You guys all enjoyed this. So I'm sitting on the plane, and we're coming back from Arizona, and my mask breaks around El Paso, right? So I tie it into a little knot, and I put it over my ear. So I got 3/4 of a mask on. The guy sitting on the window yells at me after we land to put my mask on. I look at the guy, I go, do you realize this mask has been off for the last 4.5 hours? He looked at me like I just killed his dog. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, hey, man. Doing the jank.
Be reasonable. My mask comes off or somewhere around El Paso.
What the hell is this?
What do you
Tax
got?
credit incentivizing California residents to uninstall fireplaces.
Yeah, you know, got a smaller carbon footprint. Now, why can't California offer their own tax credit? Why must it come from us? What?
Does that say
$4.5
$4.5 million grinding up ferrets
Yes.
to develop COVID and flu vaccine?
Yes.
What? Grinding up ferret? What do you put them to a sausage maker? Like, what the hell does that mean?
Speaking of which, what's black and white and red all over?
A dead zebra.
No, a skunk in a blender.
All right, let's see. What else we got here?
Oh, the Waste Report is always great every year. You know, when you see these things, translating books into the Georgian language, $182,000. Teaching French people about United States culture. I wonder what they're teaching them.
14 million.
By the way, to the people of France, we're all racist, apparently. That's the education that they're teaching French people.
$28,000 to subsidize Lyft drivers.
Lyft drivers, huh?
Well, maybe they should have subsidized that Lyft driver that got carjacked by a 14-year-old and drove into a house.
Here's a good one. Here's a great one on here from Africa. Funding green energy programs, not here. Not in the United States. You know, AOC wants to do this Green New Deal. In Africa, we're funding these. And how much money went into that? $179 million. I turned it off. $179 million to fund green energy programs in Africa. That's so
place,
much money.
A place, my favorite part about the whole climate change debate is that's such a rich person problem. Mm-hmm. You got to have so much money to worry about your electric vehicle. You think people living in Uganda give a crap if the seas get 2 feet higher?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, they're being chased by leopards
right.
or all sorts of goofy animals. Like, you think they give a crap about? Oh man, I tell you, another hurricane's gonna hit New Orleans. And you ever notice when it comes to climate change that weather works when weather works?
Yeah.
So the hurricanes that happen in Kentucky, that's climate change.
Those are tornadoes.
Whatever. Wind.
No, it's different.
Hillbilly mover.
You got to understand, no, a hurricane is a lot different than a tornado. Shall we go through it?
They're all the same. No,
you want to go through it? We should go through it.
You're going to put the people to sleep.
Yeah, no, but we can go through it. So here's fattening eels for human consumption, $337,000. So I don't even know we ate eels. Now we're fattening them so that we can eat them.
Well, yeah, they're part of sushi.
Oh, I don't eat sushi. I'm not a sushi guy.
It's very good.
Yeah, but it's raw, though. I don't eat raw anything.
You should. It's very good.
Ugh.
I swear, my favorite is the developing a film about dinosaurs to inspire middle schoolers.
What does this one mean? Now it's a $3.4 billion with a B, attempting to replace an assault vehicle over 2 decades. Department of Defense. I don't know what that means. So I may have to call Rand Paul, Dr. Valjean. I wonder what his salary is compared to what all these are, too. That sounds like it would be government waste as well. But, he should have put that on there. Oh, Rand Paul missed an opportunity. He should have put it at the very bottom. Whatever Anthony Fauci makes, he should have put Dr. Fauci's salary. That would have been the perfect way to end the waste report. Oh, man. That's okay. We have the hearing the study, $1.3 million of taxpayer money, study that verified that hearing bad news decreases happiness levels. Perfect face. What a perfect
You know what?
face.
That was just proven by my face. I don't know what the hell we're doing anymore.
Somebody on the chat from YouTube wrote, Biden sits when he pees.
That's because at his age he's got a...
He probably does.
Well, that's because at his age he's got a...
man.
He's got a non-consistent stream.
Oh, gosh. Oh, getting high school... Oh, you said that one already.
Teaching French people about American culture.
I wonder if it's critical race theory.
No, it's about bathing daily.
Oh, God.
That's why the French don't protest. Because if they bring out fire hoses, they might be washed.
Oh, my God. I'm crying. I'm literally in tears right now. That's like I'm crying like when I ate the wings. This is so bad.
No, there's nothing like that.
Oh, what do you mean there's nothing like that? That was so much fun. Oh, there he is again. Happiness levels. Levels? What is your problem? Why are you frozen? They're going to think the stream broke.
I'm just... What the hell does that first one mean?
Foreign countries use our aircraft for free for 4 years. Actually, we could find that out. I have the actual text of the waste report. I'm going to attach it in the show notes. It's great. As I tweeted it yesterday, and as I had intended, it went completely viral thanks to Rand Paul, and it hit Twitter pretty hard. So the government waste report is... Oh, the Grinch, yes.
As if I got to see your face more often.
The government waste report, though, is always one of my favorite times of year. And there's actually the grievances that are on there. So I'm going to find it for you, and we'll go
really
through.
Hot in this room.
It got hot pretty quick. Here's the waste report. The full blown this dinosaur. It's the Festivus report. So we go down to the Dr. Paul's 2021 airing of spending grievances. This is a long document, but it's great. It's not like, it's not dense or anything, but it'll tell you what all these things are. So the Festivus report, COVID spending, total wasted $40,316,270,000 and counting. There's a lot of information in here. I'm not going to read you the dense stuff and put you all back to bed. I know you're up early Christmas Eve. A lot of people, you don't need to be up. But here's a good one. So Baltimore school received $1.27 million in COVID relief funds for students who weren't actually enrolled. That's something that shouldn't happen.
Well, in schools in Baltimore, how would you even know if they're enrolled?
Oh, yeah, who the hell knows? That's a good point. That's a solid point.
Baltimore, a town so crappy, HBO had to make a TV show about it. The Wire.
The Wire.
They were like, people will not believe how awful Baltimore is. We got to make it. We got to make a show about it.
There was another show about Baltimore, and it's not as well known. But for those of you who watch Law and Order SVU, there's a character on Law and Order SVU, Detective Munch. He came from a show. I don't know. He came from a show called Homicide, which was a show that took place in Baltimore, and it's probably one of the best, shows. Best written shows ever. It's a little less known, but if you have the chance to watch it, shows Homicide: Life on the Streets. And because my dad used to watch it all the time, and it's a good show. I remember watching it a long time ago. I'm going to try and rewatch it soon if I can get my hands on it. But that's where Detective Munch came from. Nobody knows that. There was one crossover episode between the two shows, and he came from there. So for the Law and Order SVU fans, or Christopher from The Sopranos one time called it Law and Order the SUV. So but for those of you who are fans of Law and Order, that's where Detective Munch came from. The Festivus report: Afghanistan, total wasted $3,809,900,000. Free flying with $773 million in Afghanistan. So we wanted to know what that $773 million of foreign countries using our aircraft for free for 4 years. I just had to expel. Figured you guys wouldn't want to hear that. Foreign countries use our aircraft for free for 4 years, $773 million. So the United States Department of Defense enters into acquisition and cross-servicing agreements with foreign countries, coalition partners, to provide them with certain supplies and services in exchange for monetary reimbursements, Department of Defense is responsible for billing and tracking countries' usage of these goods and services. However, DoD apparently forgot about that part. Between September 2017 and September 2020. And by the way, I want you to understand something. And this might make people a little upset, okay? This is not a Republican or Democrat issue. The government spending on every side of the aisle sucks, okay? It sucks really, really bad. So this happened between 2017 and 2020, all right? Our guy was in charge of this, Department of Defense, and they screwed the pooch. Okay?
$200,000 translating books into Georgian.
Yeah, not the state, folks, the country.
That's a language? I thought they just spoke Russian.
No, they speak a different language. They have a whole different, they like sort of Russian, but it's not 100%. But here's what that airplane thing meant. So between 2017 and 2020, the Department of Defense simply did not request reimbursement from partner countries, which strikes me as odd. Which strikes me that Donald Trump didn't know about it, because if there's anything that Donald Trump likes, it's getting paid. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why that happened, but that's $773 million. Due to the lack of data, there is no way of verifying how many millions of dollars were lost. The best estimate we have is $773 million, since this was the total amount awarded for 3 base contracts. So that's that's just something there. I mean, it's the waste is unbelievable. Here's the miscellaneous waste. Third place, $8,472,345,585. Congress gave the Defense Department $250 million to build border walls in the Middle East and North Africa. So we can't build them here because they're racist, but we can build them over there because they're not racist. And we could also spend. Now, how much money did we want to spend on the wall here? Wasn't it around the same amount of money? Wasn't it $250 million? The Albert Pujols contract.
At some point, you just sit back and you go, like, I'm still blown away at the grinding up of ferrets.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that even means. But
I'm going to see if that's in this report.
$52 billion. That is what?
And that's not.
And that's not even all of it.
That's not even all of it, and that's apparently not including Anthony Fauci's salary.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
$438,000 a year.
Let me see if I could find what the ferrets thing means. If there's an explanation. Ferret.
Oh yeah, wow. I just coughed up something with a heartbeat.
Oh, there he goes again. Ferret. There we go. All right, so there's 12 different things here. There we go. 4.5. Oh, woof. That was a nice. Whoo. $4.5 million active ingredient. Ferrets. Wait. Ready? We got to do it. You got to do it. Well, I'm going to get back to the camera. Look. Do it. Ferrets. So, we'll go back to this. $4.5 million active ingredient, ferrets. Animal testing has played a significant role in biomedical research over the decades. In fact, the Food and Drug Administration even mandates experimental drugs be tested on animals before they're used on humans in clinical trials. However, there have been many debates on the ethics surrounding because Fauci killed dogs, the use of animals in laboratory testing and if it results in needless suffering and death. Senator Paul's FDA Modernization Act, for example, would end the FDA mandate and allow drug sponsors to use alternative methods for testing. I mean, maybe we could test it on a few liberals. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, if we're going to test it on animals, why don't
we start with the left?
Why don't we start with Lena Dunham? Or Demi Lovato.
Oh, boy. Millions of dollars are spent each year to breed animals with the intent to use them for testing. Since 2010, the American taxpayer has given Triple F Farms $4.5 million.
What? Are you... Keep going. What?
For the breeding and transporting of ferrets for COVID-19 and influenza vaccine. Testing laboratories, an undercover investigation revealed findings from an undercover investigation revealed findings from an undercover investigation, including video recording. That's Veritas how that works. Including video recordings of ferrets dying in feces, run over by carts, thrown alive into incinerators, and hanging from wire. These are, by the way, and I don't like ferrets, but some of these people have these animals as pets. So imagine your pet ferret is being treated like that. The Department of Agriculture later confirmed these violations, but only fined Triple F Farms just under $44,000, a minor slap on the wrist compared to the millions of dollars your taxpayer funds they received before and after the investigation. So, are they still receiving money? Of course they are. And to make matters even worse, recent inspection reports by the USDA have demonstrated that abuse continues, citing excessive piles of feces, scabs on the skin, empty feed bags, and soiled enclosures. If a facility has been found multiple times to be blatantly abusing ferrets, an animal many keep as family pets, why would the federal government allow them to continue to be used in advancing drug development? And there's a cute picture of a ferret eating something out of a test tube. A little documentary. Crackhead on the loose. There's a ferret eating green stuff out of a test tube this morning. Wow, what a story we've got on our hands here, live from Sky Fox 1. Clearly the bang is working.
Well, it's 7:30, and we just want to remind you guys about the about the party at the
America First Warehouse.
The America First Warehouse on New Year's. We'll be putting the flyer out in the show notes. Come on down. Food, drink, music, comedy. It's going to be a good night if you guys got nothing to do. I know with Omicron. A lot of places are canceling. If you guys got nothing going on, come on down to the warehouse.
Warehouse never cancels.
The warehouse never cancels.
We're cancel free.
The warehouse is cancel.
The warehouse is cancel free.
The flyer will be in the show notes as always. Head on over to loudmajorityus.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Never miss out on anything we have going on. as the winter comes, we're gonna be needing some help. School board time.
School board time, January.
School board time.
It's time for the school board.
It's going to be a good time. So, once again, head over to loudmajorityus.com. Sign up for the newsletter and never miss out on anything we've got going on.
Oh, what a beautiful job he just did. It's almost as if that was written on paper, and it wasn't.
It wasn't.
That was all off the top of his big, beautiful head.
My giant head.
Big, beautiful head. Wonderful thing.
Should we move on to the silly story?
We're going to move on to that in just a second. I just want to explain to everybody one more time that, what was I going to say? I don't even remember. Wow. Oh, next week we're doing something different. I'm going to be away. The first time off the island in probably 14 months, but, for an extended period of time, non-work related. But we'll be away. So on Monday morning, the show is going to be a replay of this one. And then on Wednesday morning, we're going to have a live stream, but we're going to do it on Instagram. So it's going to be hosted by the Loud Majority's Instagram. So for those of you people watching, listening on a podcast format, whatever, watching it later on today, because I know a lot of people are sleeping and it's Christmas Eve. I don't blame you. I didn't want to get up either, but I did because I wanted to do the waste report. But head over to Instagram at Loud Majority. Very easy. Follow that page, or you could follow mine too, but it's harder to follow me. So follow the Loud, because when you go to follow me, it asks, are you sure you want to do that? When I met Lewis from Metroflex Gym, I tried to follow him, and I said, Lou, look at this. He goes, yeah, you got the warning too. So go to Loud Majority on Instagram. Follow the Loud Majority's page. We're going to be doing a live stream on Instagram Wednesday morning, same time. Okay, but it's going to be through Instagram only because of internet reasons. I'm going to be upstate. Kevin's going to be down here. We'll be able to make it work, but we're going to have that then. Friday, our show is going to be probably not in the morning, but more so towards the evening, because we're going to be at the America First Warehouse Party. So we're going to have that stream as well, but we also encourage you to get there. So come to the America First Warehouse on New Year's Eve. We're going to put the flyer in the show notes like Kevin said. The America First Warehouse is a cancel-free facility. Cancel-free facility. Now. Let's get to some funny stuff. Media. Can we skip to the good part? Shout out Heather. Her real game is on point. On point. Real game is on point. Especially when she put a reel of me up yesterday and hashtag Bradley Cooper. Okay, go. Mediaite put out their most influential in news media 2021. It's hilarious. We're only going to go through 15 through 1 because before that, you probably don't know who the hell any of the people are. The top 15. The top 15. The top 15. Number 15. Don Lemon. Really? Don Lemon. Don Lemon. Don Lemon. Number 15. Number 14, Peter Doocy. So, CNN's highest rated show came after some guy at the White House. Yeah, who reports for Fox News, right? Peter Doocy. Yes. He's the one who grills potato chips all the time. Now we get these next three. Oh, yeah. Are just glorious. Oh, this is good stuff. 13, 12, 11. Okay. 13 is Joy Reid. Joy Reid. Communist. The angry race lady on MSNBC. Isn't that what Tucker calls her? Yes, that's what Tucker calls her. Angry race lady. The angry race lady. I love it. Who is oppressed and also went to Harvard. She's so oppressed. You can't. So I feel so bad for you, Joy. Oh, my God. You can't be oppressed and go to Harvard. Okay? Okay. That's number 13. Okay. Number 12. The king of late night comedy, Greg Gutfeld. Greg Gutfeld. Now, there's a reason why this bothers me. Greg Gutfeld has two of the highest rated shows on cable. Not cable news, cable in general. He's got Gutfeld, the best show in late night, and The Five, which I think is like 3 or 4 on the list. So how the hell he's at 12? 12. How he's at 12. That don't make much sense to me. Behind number 11, Rachel Maddow. So let me just call a quick timeout. Offense. This is a 30-second timeout, okay? I just thought of a funny one. If Donald Trump was a ref in NFL football. Pass interference, okay? He was giving up the business. Anyway, the fact that Greg Gutfeld came behind this person, and I say person because I will not assume this one's gender because it'll get us shut down. You almost lost the coffee there, yes. Huh? This upsets me to no end because Greg Gutfeld is brilliant, and he's got a much larger audience, and his people listen, and he's funny, and yet this person is before. Now, this is Mediaite, or Pedialyte as I call it. Before him on the list, who is it?
Rachel Maddow.
Oh,
Rachel Maddow, the Russia hoax connoisseur.
Moscow Maddow.
Moscow Maddow, the woman who thought that the Russians were going to shut the heat off in Fargo, North Dakota.
Oh.
That's real.
Rachel Maddow, Moscow Maddow. Donald Trump peed on Russian strippers. That's what she believed, the pee-pee story.
Now, how about this one? This is a good one. Jonathan Karl.
Oh, no.
Do any of you know who that is? He's the White House correspondent for ABC News.
He has more influence.
Who are you, bro?
He has less influence than Kristen Robinson these days, and she lost an election.
This one, another favorite of mine. In front of Jonathan Karl and Rachel Maddow and Joy Reid and Greg Gutfeld is Matt Drudge. Because apparently we are back in 1994.
Where the Drudge Report was
the Drudge Report. I don't know how the hell. Matt Drudge, the guy who's famous for wearing stupid hats.
Oh, my God. All right, who is it? Number 8 now?
Number
We're down
eight.
to number 8. We know number 8. Long Island's own?
Long Island's own Sean Hannity.
Nice. Number 8.
Number 8.
Not bad. He's in the top 10.
Second highest rated show on cable. Number 8.
Number 8. It sounds
Number
like he
8.
should be number 2.
No, it would sound
It would sound that way, but...
Number 7. Number 7.
Number 7. Oh, no. I just see what it's on the screen. No.
The elf of the Clinton administration, George Stephanopoulos.
George Snuffleupagus.
George Snuffleupagus.
Sesame Street.
Yo, I swear, watching him on Good Morning America sitting between Michael Strahan and Robin Roberts, it's like you're a midget, and those two are giants. Robin Roberts is huge. She was a professional basketball player. She's a giant bitch. Michael Strahan, huge.
Oh, man.
Gigantic. George Stephanopoulos. All right, the smallest man in cable television.
And Michael Strahan went to space in the space dong.
Look, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but the rocket ship looked like a ding dong.
Look, Michael Strahan's become kind of a douche.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Wait, did we just skip number 7?
No, that was Stephanopoulos.
Oh, who was number 8? Hannity, right.
Hannity.
I have a bad
Number
memory.
6.
Come on, man.
Number 6, because apparently we're going back to the 90s again.
90s.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah is apparently the 6th most influential person in media. I don't get it.
I don't know why. I don't know what's happening. Maybe someone can help me here because, she's giving away free cars.
You get a car. 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 Wow.
Now,
here we go. Here comes number 5.
Now, number 5 is a good one because I venture anyone to tell me who this woman is.
Don't know who that is.
Clarissa Ward.
Who? Who?
Clarissa Ward.
Who?
Who? She was the CNN correspondent in Afghanistan for the pullout. Now, why does that make you She got picked to go. Clarissa Ward, number 5.
Clarissa, I have no idea who that is. I've never heard of her before 5 minutes ago. Uh-oh.
The number 4.
Oh, God.
Number 4.
Uh-oh.
Jeff Zucker.
Oh, boy.
The freshly shaved penis of CNN.
Oh, man. We got to put a picture up of him. If you guys have not seen
a picture, never seen Jeff Zucker. Now, Jeff Zucker, this is my favorite story about Jeff Zucker. Before Jeff Zucker took over CNN and ruined that network, do you guys remember the whole Conan O'Brien, Jay Leno Tonight Show fiasco from like 15 years ago? Remember that?
Yeah.
Jeff Zucker was the head of NBC. So this guy ruined the Tonight Show, and then CNN said, you know what? I want that guy. Ruined the Tonight Show. CNN said, I want that guy. So Jeff Zucker has not only ruined an American institution in The Tonight Show, but he's ruined the very notion of cable news. Jay was supposed to step aside for Conan. Yeah. Actually, Donna, he was supposed to step aside like 4 times. But,
there he is.
But the chin got, there it is. The freshly shaved dick
there
of
he
CNN.
Is. Jeff Zucker is right here. This is what he looks like. Everyone's like, why would you call him that? Because look at him.
Look at him.
This is exactly, look at this guy.
Put a pair of glasses on your peach. And
there it is. There he is. That's Jeff Zucker right there on the screen.
He can't even wear a tie correctly.
No, his tie is awful. Look at the distance between the tie. The gap between the tie and the collar is bigger than the gap between Strahan's teeth. Oh my! And the Bing Bong gap too. Bing Bong. I don't understand what that is.
Number 3.
Goodbye, Jeff
Number
Zucker.
3, Suzanne Scott. She is the Fox News media CEO.
Right.
All right, I'll go with that one. No one knows who the hell she is, so I don't know how she could be influential. But
She's on Fox News.
She runs Fox News.
Sure.
So you know what? I'll give you that one.
Makes sense.
Number 2.
Oh.
Number 2.
And I don't like to admit this, but it is true.
My boy.
Yeah, your toe boy.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Mr. Toe himself.
Mr.
Toe.
Mr. Horse Medicine.
Horse dewormer.
Mr. Horse Dewormer himself, Joe
He's
Rogan.
not allowed in the state of Idaho, though. There's a rule in Idaho because Joe Rogan looks like a toe, and they have the no toe in Idaho policy. So he's actually not allowed in the state of Idaho.
All right.
That's not real. But it's kind of
Joe
funny.
Rogan,
He looks like a toe.
One of the most influential people. Honestly, Joe Rogan says jump, the world says how high, which is so interesting because he's the guy from Fear Factor.
But he's also a toe.
Number 1, of course. This shouldn't be a surprise. This shouldn't be a surprise. Tucker himself, the man with the worst hair in television, but I don't know why he looks like that. But
If you're not from Long Island, you may not know what's happening
If you're not
there.
from Long Island, you may not know what's happening there. But yeah, number 1 is Tucker Carlson. So I got the first. I don't know. I guess I got the first 2 right.
Yeah. To Tucker and Rogan. I would say,
and
I mean,
Rogan.
as much as I don't like Joe Rogan, I don't listen to him. It's just I don't. It's just, you know what it is. What it is. It's just not my cup of tea.
There's only so many podcasts one can listen to.
Well, that's true. And I mean, I'm upset that Dan Bongino's not on this list, but he's not in like traditional media. But neither is Rogan. But I'm not sure where he ranks. But Bongino's got a bigger audience than like Maddow. You know what I mean? Like he's got millions of listeners on a podcast. What?
Sean, we have a bigger audience than Rachel Maddow.
That's true. We do have a bigger audience than Rachel Maddow, but Bongino always craps on Mediaite too, so I wouldn't be shocked. Brian Stelter's on there. Mike Lindell is on there. I like Mike Lindell.
Mike Lindell is 74.
Number 74 on the list.
Jank is 73.
How is Jank on this list?
Because apparently, once again, we're living in 10 years ago.
Oh my goodness, who is that?
I don't know.
Oh boy, who? Team Puck. I can't do this list. By the way, did you hear the new term that for the Omicron variant that everybody's got? I want you to go on Google right now and just see how coordinated the media is, or maybe go on DuckDuckGo if you don't want to go on Google. What?
Savannah Guthrie is 65. She's so important that they used a picture of her standing next to Carson Daly.
Oh, my gosh.
Carson Daly, a guy who will just not go away.
He won't go away.
He is like a herpy on your television. Like, he's been around since, like, 93, and they keep putting him in things, and we're not really sure why. He had the fingernails back in the 90s and TRL, and for some reason, they give him a show at, like, 2:30 in the morning, which is about that far away from not having a show at all.
Not having a show at all. So you go on Google. I was listening to
Greg Kelly is 62.
Yeah, Greg Kelly, been on his show.
Oh, Greg Kelly falls one spot behind Jim Cramer, the man who told everyone to invest in Lehman Brothers 2 days before they filed bankruptcy.
Not a good thing to do. If you go on Google, by the way, I'm looking here, and if you were to go on there, I was listening to Bongino's podcast yesterday.
Wow, Chris Cuomo is 58.
Well, he's not on the list anymore. He didn't have much influence anymore. Fired. Go ahead and look at this term, guys. Viral blizzard. You hear about that? Kevin, have you heard of a viral blizzard?
Yeah, I think you get a viral blizzard if you attend Hofstra.
Yeah. Well,
I think I got a viral blizzard at
Dizzy Lizards.
Dizzy Lizard.
Nacho Mamas.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing in the world penicillin can't fix.
Nope, and that's why I'm saying if you hung out on if you hung out at Hofstra University and you hung out at those bars, you were already immune to the coronavirus.
There's nothing in the world that can stop you at that point.
Oh boy. So the term viral blizzard is now a thing. You could post this up. The post. Expert warns Omicron COVID variant will spark a viral blizzard. CNN.com. New York State sees record daily high of new COVID cases. Viral blizzard. You have
your boy Bongino's on here.
Where is he?
43.
Okay, not bad. We'll put him back. That's in the top 50. Mediaite wouldn't give him any more credit than that. Omicron could be.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
What is that? Oh, here he is. There he is. No, number 2. Oh,
Dan Bongino on the most influential list falls behind Michael Strahan.
Yeah, Michael Strahan. The only thing Michael Strahan has influence over is dentistry.
And
this is what you don't do.
And Sanjay Gupta.
Sanjay Gupta hasn't been relevant in 20 years.
Yeah.
This guy.
Maggie Haberman.
You see this guy? Number 1. We do wee woo. Megyn Kelly's on the list?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mediaite's got it backwards.
Megyn Kelly's got a good show, though. I like her independent show.
She was the first one to ask the question to. She was the first one to ask the question to Donald Trump in the debates, and she asked him, "You called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals."
Brian Stelter.
How is Brian Stelter number 31 on the list, and Dan Bongino is number 43?
Yo.
Brian Stelter literally has a show called Reliable Sources, and they're right about nothing.
Yo.
How is he number 31?
Yo, he's one.
How is he right behind Laura Ingraham?
Laura
I
Ingraham
can't do it.
has the third,
I can't do it.
The third most popular show on cable. And she's one spot above Brian Stelter.
Brian Stelter is the only human being in this country who looks more like a potato than the potato himself. Okay, this is unbelievable. Humpty Dumpty, number 31 overall on Mediaite's list. There's Ben Shapiro. I just saw Ben Shapiro. Yeah. How is he so far up the list? Got the number one conservative podcast. I mean, this is ridiculous. And I'm not even a big Shapiro fan, but I cannot believe some of the people on this list and where they put them.
Who the hell? The 25 is the Politico Playbook. And for those of you who don't know what the Politico Playbook is, it's only read in the Beltway. The Politico Playbook is a joke. Let's see. Shapiro falls behind. Oh, come on. Shapiro falls behind Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough.
Oh, come on. What are we doing here? Viral blizzard. And not just that, but by the way, Shapiro apparently falls behind Don Lemon. In what world? In what world?
Behind Jake Tapper.
Oh,
and Jonathan Swan, who, I'm going to be honest, Jonathan Swan, he is a reporter for Axios. Look, he's definitely not a Republican, but do not come into an interview with that man unprepared. He ripped Rashida Tlaib.
Really?
He doesn't, he's a reporter.
Right.
You know, he asks the tough questions.
Right.
No, Candace isn't on that list, Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie DiLorenzo. Let me call a quick timeout because Jackie DiLorenzo from Connecticut. We love the Connecticut. There's a nice little Facebook group that's private. Like to talk some smack about us. The Connecticut loves whatever it is. There's like 4 people in the group that like to talk smack. Just to let you know, you made the group private, but we got our people in there, so we know what you're saying.
We're coming
and
for you.
We are going to flip that school board like nothing's ever flipped before. So get excited, Connecticut. And then a quick break from the funnies just for a minute is, yes, like Kevin had mentioned before, January we're going to be meeting with school board, school districts, and people who want to run for school board. We need to get this stuff. Set up and ready to go because we want to use this getting into spring, getting into May, sweep those school boards, build that momentum, and put the state on notice that we're coming, right? So we want those school boards. We want to fix these school boards. We want to flip these school boards. We've got like 10 or 11 districts on the list. We're not going to be public about which districts we're going with, but, you know, sooner or later you guys are going to wind up figuring out because it's going to be where we're hanging out. But in January, after the turn of the new year, it is time to dial into school boards and get this education stuff under control because you know there's a lot of issues out there. You got critical race theory that is seeping into the schools. You've got just all of this garbage that's happening. The mask mandates, a potential vaccine mandate, the January 5th protest. You're going to that now, aren't you?
Well,
okay, so you want to talk about that?
I'm definitely going to it now. Now that apparently.
All right.
I've been fired. I've been trying to be fired for 2 years.
And that's because you told that guy.
And I think
the breakfast was across the street.
I have been fired from my job. This is not for any sort of vaccine reasons. This isn't because I'm a conservative.
No, it's because Kevin doesn't show up.
It's because I'm a really shitty employee. I'm a really, really bad employee. I hate my job. I hope they fired me. Good riddance. Goodbye. On
to the next.
On to the next.
Bigger and brighter. So Kevin will be at the January 5th Albany protest, repping Long Island up there, and I know there's going to be a lot of people up there as well. And again, just to reiterate, Assembly Bill A416, which is that bill that would allow Kathy Hochul to put you in prison if you had coronavirus, has been withdrawn from the Assembly. Okay, so we just want to make everyone aware that you can kind of rest easy temporarily. There's no way that bill doesn't come back, right? I mean, you know they want to do that, but it's for the time being not up for a vote in the New York State Assembly. So congratulations, New York. You will not be jailed if you have the coronavirus, at least not yet. And hopefully by the time something like that does come up for a vote, we've got a Republican governor, Lee Zeldin, in there so that if it does make it to his desk, it gets shredded and thrown in el garbage.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And all right, so we got 10 minutes to.
We got 10 minutes to be
10 minutes
silly.
to 8. Once again, guys, New Year's Eve at the America First Warehouse. Food, drink, entertainment. Be partying all night long.
Sid Rosenberg
from ABC Radio will be over here.
He's hosting it.
Michael Loftus from the Loftus Party. You've seen him on Gutfeld. He'll be over here hanging out, taking pictures, doing a couple stand-up sets. Come on down. The flyer will be in the show notes at loudmajorityus.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Never miss out on anything that we've got going on. And we're going to have a lot going on over the course of the next couple months.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot over the next couple months.
We're going to have a lot going on.
Very excited. And watch. Here we go. Post-millennial. I like them. They've really come a long way. But the Post-millennial here has an article founded on BonginoReport.com. That's, by the way, when Kevin mentioned Matt Drudge, he had the Drudge Report news aggregator. So Dan Bongino, because he's the king of the parallel economy, or one of the kings of the parallel economy, doing big things over there on Rumble, which is what we're going to start getting set up for. We'd love to be set up for the new year. Rumble, Locals, Truth Social. There's also Freedom Square. That's Sebastian Gorka. There's a website on there. We're going to try and get some more information on that. So we're going to start to dip into the getter, the parallel economy, because the current economy, the left wing dominated social media, big tech ecosystem. Is just, it's a disaster. They're holding us back. They're holding everybody back. Everyone's winding up in Facebook jail for 30 days at a time. So what we have is, we're going to get involved in the parallel economy come the start of the new year.
And here's what's important. A lot of people think that it can't be done. Facebook's too big. This, that, and the third. When Rupert Murdoch made Fox News, he said that he was catering to a niche audience.
Right.
Half the country. People said, "Oh, you can't take on CNN, ABC, NBC, CNN. You can't take them on." Look at them now.
Right.
Look at them now, and it didn't take very long for Fox to take over the media ecosystem because he was catering to one half of the country that wasn't being served. Everything looks small to begin. I remember when people started telling you got to get on Facebook. MySpace is so 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get, there's this new thing coming up, Twitter. Twitter's going to be the new Facebook.
I was on Twitter early. I really was, actually. And one of the coolest things about Twitter, why I loved it so much and why I stuck with it, is actually because I tweeted at Larry Fitzgerald, the NFL receiver. Loved him. And he's a freak, right? He had hands that could strangle an elephant. Well, Larry Fitzgerald, the biggest hands in the country. So you see him. And I tweeted at him, and he responded.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I was like, this is great. That must happen every time. And I hadn't gotten, a response. And then the next, celebrity, I guess, response that I got that was really exciting was the guy, Dave. You remember Storage Wars, the show Storage Wars? The guy who went,
Dave Navarro.
Yep. And I was like, yeah.
Dave Navarro.
Yeah. So I got so Twitter has always been fun. Now it's fun, sorta. I mean, I have a awesome account, but it's like, you post a picture of Kyle Rittenhouse, you get all this hate. It's like,
well, all right, we got 5 minutes to 8 here.
I'm going to go through this story and see if I can get this audio to play. Jen Psaki, you're not going to believe what she said. We've saved Christmas. Jen Psaki has claimed that the Brandon administration has saved Christmas. Good news, she said. We've saved Christmas because of slow gains made in the supply chain crisis. The full quote, if you didn't hear it, I'm sure it came through okay. But the president, of course, just met with a number of business leaders and industry leaders about efforts to address bottlenecks in the supply chain, said Psaki. I think you all saw him give remarks on that as well, but as the New York Times said, today, Christmas gifts are arriving on time this year. Good news. We've saved Christmas. So here comes this administration now claiming, don't worry about it. We saved the holiday. Don't worry about the inflation that drained your bank account. We saved Christmas.
No, you know what saved Christmas for me?
What?
Knowing that I get to watch the greatest Christmas movie of all time.
Which one is that?
I mean, there's only one answer.
The Grinch.
It's a Wonderful Life.
No, The Grinch.
It's a Wonderful Life.
I think it's The Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Okay? You are a mean one.
You're You're crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Chat, what do you think? What is the best Christmas movie out there?
There's a couple other
And
Christmas
if
movies.
anyone
that are
out
funny.
there says the one movie that is not a Christmas movie that everyone thinks is a Christmas movie,
Which one is that?
I'm not going to say it. I'm going to wait for the chat to
Wait
come
for
up.
the chat to say it.
I'm going to wait for the chat to come up.
Okay.
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie of all time? Jackie agrees
come
with you.
on.
Jackie agrees with you. Christmas Vacation.
Very good. Very
okay.
good. That's a good one.
The Grinch is definitely number one, though. Star Wars is a Christmas movie, too.
There it is. Donna said the one that is not a Christmas movie. It's not a Christmas movie.
Which one was it?
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die Hard is not
There
a
we
Christmas
go.
movie.
I
okay.
I saw the Grinch pop up in the chat. Hello.
Yeah, first off, that doesn't count.
That counts.
Home Alone. It's a one. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It just happens to be a movie around Christmas.
Trading Places is a Christmas movie. Because Dan Aykroyd is like all gross Santa.
A Christmas Story. That's another. It's a Wonderful Life. We all know.
I think I only saw that one once on the chat there. It's a Wonderful Life.
Breaking this.
Yeah, you're not doing a good job over there. It's like bad. A Christmas Story, Die Hard, and Gremlins. Barry is epic trolling level in the chat. I love you, Barry.
Wait, so is Barry saying Die Hard 3 times because there's 3 Die Hards?
I thought there was like 10 of those.
Nobody counts the extra ones. It's like, the new Star Wars. They don't really count.
No, the new Star Wars. Well, some of the new Star Wars movies are brutal, but the original
What
trilogy.
the hell was that?
What?
Was that my phone?
What?
I don't know. I thought
Something
my phone
went
off. Die Hard, not Sound of Music. That's a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is. It is a Christmas movie. Yeah.
Right.
Sound of Music.
Oh, I've never heard that response, but
Titanic is a Christmas movie too. It's not. It's a great movie though.
Great movie.
It's got pretty bad writing though. Hey Jack, I changed my mind. It's like, really? You couldn't come up with a better line than that. If I put that on my TikTok, it would fail.
Plenty of room on the big door. Miracle on 34th Street. That's a good one too. Miracle,
Grinch.
Miracle on 34th Street. Funny enough, that little girl, the one that played Matilda,
Right?
Ben Shapiro's cousin.
All right, we're back. Matilda.
Mara Wilson.
Matilda?
Matilda. Yeah, Mara Wilson is Ben Shapiro's cousin, which is pretty interesting because every time I see that girl, I think of Miss Trunchbull and I get afraid.
Oh, boy.
Because Miss Trunchbull is still one of the most terrifying people in the history of film.
I'm surprised in the chat I didn't see Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a lot of people's favorite, that Tim Burton movie. I'm surprised that people didn't drown Titanic. Well, the Titanic did that by itself. So, let's see. Anybody else, their favorite Christmas movies? I mean, clearly the number one answer is The Grinch. You can tell by the support in the chat.
Only one person said that, and that doesn't count.
It does count. The Grinch is clearly, you're a mean one. That's what it is. The Grinch is absolutely the best one.
Clearly everyone says It's a Wonderful Life.
That's not another.
Jimmy Stewart kills it as always. Hello, y'all buildings and alone. I can't do the Jimmy Stewart voice because I'm all hoarse now.
Oh, yeah. Horse.
The Elf. All right, I'll go with the
Elf's good.
Elf
is good. Bad Santa's good, too.
Oh, Bad Santa.
Bad Santa's funny.
Bad Santa's a good one.
I'm a big fan of Bad Santa. The worst Santa in... well, actually, true. The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie. That is true. It is a... This is Halloween. That's the Halloween movie. But it's... yeah. Yeah, well, Tim Burton's a weird fellow.
He's a weird fellow.
And
I saw him getting breakfast in Cape Cod once, and I looked at him and I was immediately afraid.
Donna Smith, did you hear Mike Rose sing the Grinch song? Well, I got news for you, Donna. Not only did I hear Mike Rose sing that song, but I am in communication with the other guy on that list who sang that song, and his name is John Rich, and he's a wonderful man. I'm going to send him an email today and tell him Merry Christmas. We've been talking just about stuff, and he's
Scrooge. That's another good one.
He's a cool dude. So what a Christmas Carol. No one said a Christmas Carol. Wow. The Ghost of Christmas Past. Okay. The Ghost of White House Past. And of course, you have the ghosts of White House Present when you look at it. Sleepy Joe Biden. Very, very bad guy.
Well, we are coming up on 8 o'clock here.
We're coming up. So, folks, once again, hit the loudmajorityus.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Never miss a thing. And keep in touch. By the way, don't let anybody tell you not to celebrate with your family. We don't care if you're vaccinated, unvaccinated, if you're sneezing all over the place and you don't feel safe. Maybe you want to stay home. But everyone be nice to each other. How about it for the next couple days? Just ignore Anthony Fauci. Ignore Joe Biden, ignore Jen Psaki, ignore government. By the way, ignore politics. Just celebrate, have fun with your families, give them a hug, tell them you love them, you know what I mean? And if you don't love them, tell them to go F themselves. But I mean, I would say maybe hold off till after the holiday for that one. But have a great time with your family.
Yeah, do that on New Year's.
Yeah, do that on New Year's.
And guys, look, we just want to say from us,
yeah,
me, Sean, Heather, Dana, everybody, thank you guys for what you guys have done for us.
100%.
This last year's been wild. We've been through a lot of stuff, both personally and professionally and as a movement, as a group. And you guys have stuck by us. And I just want to thank you guys all from the bottom of my heart for helping make our dream come true of being able to do this and forward the movement. You guys are incredible. You guys are unbelievable. And everybody that tunes in every day, the regular viewer like Barry.
Yeah.
Barry
just told me to kiss you. It's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. I'm far too good looking for him.
Oh, but, yeah, right. Okay.
I'm far too
easy. Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for everything. Stay tuned. We got so much more to come. Things are only going to get better from here.
That's right.
Imagine being on the ground when Disneyland opened.
Yeah.
That's what you guys are.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to stop. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep getting bigger and bigger. So from all of us here at The Loud Majority, I just want to say Merry Christmas. God bless you. Bless your families. And like Sean said, leave politics at the door. Just spend some time together. Relax. Have a good time. And take it away.
Yeah, or don't leave politics at the door and give your liberals a Let's Go Brandon shirt and a mask for their gift. That's fine. You can do whatever it is that you want, but I want you to just look back, and I always like to point to this. It's December 24th. It's Christmas Eve, right? I want you to look back a month and a half, almost 2 months ago, and realize what you did on November 2nd, 2021. And just remember that we started in September 6th. We started around Donald Trump, and we evolved. We took on school boards. We went to rally after rally. We went to city after city. We were in Albany. We were in Mount Kisco. We were in Washington, D.C. You know what I mean? We've been to Pennsylvania for Trump rallies. Our group, Kevin, Heather, myself, Dana, and a few others have been flying to CPAC and to Texas and to Arizona. And we're doing all these things. But the reason why we do that, and it is a lot of fun for us, and it's a dream come true for myself, and I know Kevin's had a great time, meeting people that we never thought we'd even be able to stand in the same room with, let alone shake their hand and have a drink with. But we're doing that because of what happened on November 2nd, right? And we want to bring that back here. We got guys like Joe, who's absolutely kicking ass at the America First Warehouse, opening his doors every week, getting people in there, keeping people engaged, giving us a space, an uncancelable, space to use and to stay together and to network, and we want to shout them out. We're really grateful for that as well. But the real reason why we're doing it is to be different than the rest of the influencers out there who like to talk, post memes, and do nothing. We love to come out there and walk the districts with you. We'll knock on doors with you. We'll put the candidates in front of you. We'll find the right people, because we believe that if the right people are voting in elections, then the right people are going to win elections, and that's what we really love to do. We like to win. We're different than a lot of those groups that just like to get likes and shares. We love to win, and we saw how much we won in November locally. We're excited to bring that to a state level, and also because by then we will have hit several other states because of conversations that we've had in some of these conventions with some of these people, candidates running in Georgia, groups that want to network in Tennessee, gym owners from California, people in Florida who just moved there, jumping on their local committee. We're excited to bring that attitude not just to Long Island, not just to upstate New York, but to the entire country. And it's because you guys gave us a shot here on Long Island to do it first. We did it on a small scale. We're ready to take that even bigger. So thank you guys so much. We love you. Keep in mind, Monday's show is going to be a rerun of this one. Wednesday, head over to the Instagram, follow it. Watch out for the live stream Wednesday morning, and Friday. There's not going to be a morning stream, but we're going to have all sorts of fun at the America First Warehouse, bringing in 2022, the year of the red wave. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, until Wednesday, the next time you see us live, unless we just do something impromptu, remember those 4 words that we say over and over and over again until the people in power either get it or get the hell out of the way. You guys know it, that we're going to scream it all over the place from this year to next year and every year after that. In the face of mandates that have not worked, 38,000 new COVID cases, mandates don't work. Those 4 words, you see it blowing up in the chat, is that if we do not consent, we will not comply. thank you. God bless you. God bless America. And we will see you next week. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.